Good morning, everyone. I hope this morning finds you well. This is your guy, Mr. Flav, Mr. Niger, G Flav, wherever you want it. I mean, my name don't really matter. I just came on here to talk about something. Yeah, I say he came on here just to talk about something. Give me a second. I'm give it a second. Look on this end. Since the music is playing, I sound like a retard. Parliament Funkadelic is one of my favorite groups of all time. So I listen to like the instrument. I listen to different sections of the music. One particular section is playing, the horny horn section. Fred Wesley, Maceo Parker. The way that the horns were arranged in these songs were pretty significant. Yeah, man. I was just thinking, man. One should think at least 3 times a day. Deeply preferentially, because we don't want to be superficial, a superficial type of thinker, a surface level type of thinker. Now I was thinking about how I am. I mean, even though I come on here on live, and I guess potentially in the audience of countless amount of people, I mean, however the algorithm chooses to take me, but for the most part, I spend a lot of my time by myself, and I'm a single man. I'm a single man with no children. A single man with my own car, my own place. And, I check the boxes. Other than the, well, shit. I can be honest and say I'm not a $100,000 man, but due to the fact I don't have children and other auxiliary expenses. What's this auxiliary expenses? The apropos term that since I don't have same type of bills other niggas got, whatever I do make is enough to take care of my business. But I say all this to say I'm an introverted person, man, and I imagine that placed in the right environment, I can become social. But it takes a little bit. It takes the right combination and formula. But me professing and proclaiming to be an introverted person, a person that sticks to themselves, a homebody in a lot of cases, a boring. Some people consider the homebody very, very boring. I don't know. Maybe some people's imagination, some people's minds, and it's not to toot my horn, to brag or claim that I'm different than somebody else, because everybody got a mind, everybody got an imagination, everybody got hopes and dreams, and everybody can visualize. And they say manifest. You can't manifest unless you visualize certain things. For those who believe in such a thing as manifestation. So I said, I'm a person that sticks to myself. I grew up in a household where I had 4 sisters. I had no brothers. So although most of my friends were females, females, girls, women, people get picky about utilization of the term female, but I'm gonna use female. Most of my friends were female, and my sisters were. I mean, I had no brothers, but I had a house full of sisters. Uh, I tended to be myself. I tended to, I admittedly had my imaginary friend. I shout and I speak. Even in my 50 years of age, I still remember. Um, mm, and I say that, and as I said it, my imaginary friend's name is slipped my mind just that bit, but it'll come back to me. But I still remember my imaginary friend from a little bitty boy. When you're a socially awkward kid, I guess. I mean, but also when you're a kid in a situation, where, you have mostly sisters, so you're gonna be by yourself. You ain't got no other male child to play with. Not saying I ain't play with my sisters, but and not saying I didn't have any male friends, but you know, but even in my introverted state, I was still somewhat of a charm. I'm still somewhat of a charming person. So mm, and I mean being revealing in myself. I like to be coddled by women. I'm a mama's boy, and being the only boy in the household, I guess there's a bit of privilege there. But it works both ways. You're gonna be the nigga taking out the garbage, cutting the grass, doing all types of random outside work. But in the meantime, you still gonna be treated like a mini big daddy because you do all those things. But yeah, I was sitting there thinking, man, and I'm thinking. As this post started off due to the fact that I've been mm, how do I word this? Besides saying I've been bullshitting and halfway doing it, but I've been since I said I've been meaning to call my sister and send either my baby sister, and I keep messing up, man. I mean, I just sent her a text. It's 4 in the morning, and she's on East Coast time. I'm on Central Standard Time. But it see I don't know how I don't know, man. If anything I might say may sound like an excuse. But I sit here, I've been off work for a amount of time because I've been on medical leave, and I've been places. And I recall specifically, and I mean because my sister's birthday's in April, and I remember talking to her in April, and I mean I said that I was going to do some things, and these things, since I said I'm gonna do them, I'm still gonna do them. But I could have done, I lost focus because it was my intention because this is my baby sister. She a lot of times she didn't protected me. She been my hedge of protection, even though I'm her big brother. And she's strong. My baby sister's so strong. I mean, she lives in a situation. She's pretty much an isolation, ice. Well, I shouldn't say. Maybe, I can't speak on my sister's social life. I say she's introvert. She. Well, I don't know. I can't speak on my sister other than the fact that I love my little sister, and and I see, and in my my self-centeredness and being like I said, I'm an introvert. I, I halfway, and when I say these things, don't take them um literally. I mean, it's somewhat figurative, a little bit literally, a little bit figurative. I from my chair alone in my solitude, I really don't like people. Maybe a few people. I definitely have challenges with groups of people. But the funny part about it is that it'll be that apprehension before I get in front of or around a gang of people. Because once I get around a multitude of people, my personality changes. Back to my little sister. I think about, I mean, it's like, well, shoot, man, you've been in this situation, you've been in this position of keeping to yourself. Okay, you went here, you went there, you went here. I went three places. I was supposed to go see my sister. Before I even bought this new car I got, I was supposed to go see baby sister. And I'm sorry, sis. And I mean, I know she get tired. I mean, by mama, the baby gonna get her spoils. But when by the kids, sometimes the little baby get overlooked and taken for granted. Uh, mm, my spirit convicted me. My soul convicted me. I said, oh, I've been bullshitting, sis. And the reason why is because I get caught up in just being to myself and not having to deal with nobody, and making sure my boat float the way it need to float, and not having to depend on nobody to pick up oar and help me maneuver my boat through the water, that I cut um, everybody out. Now I call mama every night because that's something that must be done. You're just gonna say that's something that's an imperative, due to the fact that a lot of times I wasn't even calling mom. I was just in the world. I wouldn't nobody, I wouldn't talking to nobody. They could get in contact with me, but I'm not a telephone nigga. Maybe when I get on the phone, which I talk with you, but I'm not a call to everybody. I mean, that's bad on me. I could do better, and I should do better. And that's part of the reason why I wrote this song. Because I should do better in calling my people, especially my sisters, also my nephews, my nieces, aunts, and any of your people. But you get self-centered, or you get self. You mean be by yourself, and being by yourself, everything that you is within your survey. Everything you look around, whatever room or whatever building that you in, by yourself is yours. Can't ain't nobody should nobody be in here to touch it. Ain't nobody gonna be the ate nothing of yours. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say they used all the toilet paper or the lotion or the soap or whatever. Uh, you here by yourself. You the captain. You the one man army. You the one man uh show. And all during that time, I mean, and I'd be a liar to say that sometimes you get a bit lonesome. But in certain, if you've been the type of introvert that I've been, and for the time periods in which I've had, pretty much since I've been a kid, um, and it may be psychologically improper, you figure out a way to compartmentalize that loneliness. And I guess that goes back to the imaginary friend. Nevertheless, I just came on here to talk to y'all, man, before I lay down. Thinking about my baby sister, man. Things I want to, and things that don't need to be said, but uh, I'm gonna do better. That's all we can do, is a little bit better as time go on. A little bit better as time go on. Man, my little title cut off. Guess it's a storm or something. But all right, y'all, I'm out, man. I got I came on here to speak my little spiel, ticket algorithm a little bit. If y'all done came in here and bothered with me for some, I sure appreciate you diverting your time, especially at this hour. I see one eyeball out here in my indicator, but I don't see no names or no faces. But I appreciate you, whoever you may be. I got to be more. I ain't got to be more social. Be more social. I'm talking to self while I preach to the choir. I know how hard it is, folks. I mean, people, you need something. I mean, me being who I am, I've given myself to friends and people, and you feel sometimes you feel taken advantage of, you feel betrayed sometimes, and you want to get away in order to avoid being taken advantage of or misused. You isolate yourself away from people. Period. Let your heart not be hardened. Uh, love thy neighbor. And with that, I'm out, man. Peace and love. I'll let y'all next go round.